Ben?
Good.
Go, boys!
All good. As soon as you're ready, just give me a tap and I'll mute you.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this round 18 fixture here at Eric Mobbs Reserve. I've got the Castle Hill Rockets, the blue and the orange, taking on the orange and the black and the Winston Hills Bears. Each of these two sides will come out on top here today. Field 3 of Eric Mobbs Reserve. It is one of the lower of the three ovals, but luckily we do have good drainage here at Eric Mobbs out in Winston Hills, and looking forward to a fantastic fixture in the men's Super League competition. As Castle Hill look to go on the attack. Manhattan. And with Winston Hills, their first opportunity. Lovely through ball. Equally good defence there from Castle Hill. It was Terranova. Lovely pass over on the far side of ground. Equally good pass to Jate. Mamodu Jate. Still with the ball at his feet. Gets past one on that occasion. Goes back to one of his teammates. Patient football from the Rockets. Very strong 11. Team in blue have as Danish Sand. Nice pass from Stander. Handball. And in fact the sideline official, as he's flag waved, or flag raised I should say, for an offside foul. And it'll come back from a goal kick. So both these two sides, some early chances, trying to figure each other out. Who will assert their dominance early in this contest. As play on is called by our official, Danish Sand. Patient football. Bremner tries to keep the ball along the turf. They won't want to turn the ball over cheaply at their own end. I must say the grass is extra long today. The groundsman's let us grow out as Stander with the first interception of the afternoon. Wyatt. And nice clearing. Kick away, but it'll come back for a corner kick, and it was Ryan Noble on that occasion. And the first of our corners for the afternoon. Mitchell Wyatt. You can see a few tall frames from Castle Hill. Zunde may get up for it, but it's not the best corner we've ever seen. As Stander off the right, but it has a bit too much, and it'll come back for a goal kick. So Castle Hill with the ascendancy so far, looking the better of the two outfits. Winston Hills, as we know, they won't go anywhere. They know their way around the football pitch. They'll be certainly a side that won't go anywhere today. It's Castle Hill now, once again with an attacking opportunity, but the good defence from Winston Hills, and geez, they'll need to keep that up today for the team in orange. Getting into the pointy end of the season for both these two outfits. 18 matches. And both these sides really wanting a win. Stander. He's been good early. And now patient football for the Rockets. And it's not the best pass, but the chance was there. I don't think it won't be the last time they try and find Wiley an open pasture. And a big clearing kick from Casaniti, the keeper, with a hat backwards, and the pink for the Rockets. There's a quick throw in. Stader. Danish Sand. Not the best pass. Intercepted. Another interception. And that's a beautiful pass there. And maybe a foul. No, the referee says play on. Lets that one go away. But not on that occasion, as a player has gone down. Looks to be in quite a bit of discomfort. I think it's the number 4. He's trying to find out who the Rockets player is. He's down in the area. Really didn't see awfully close what happened. It's Ethan Bice. And he's held to his feet by one of the Bears players. So all's fair in love and war. Now, each want the 3 points. A good sportsmanship on that occasion. And it will be a foul going the way of the Bears. So no penalty kick awarded on this occasion. And the referee maybe just trying to assert his authority. And a drop ball, in fact. So the Bears goalkeeper will have the ball at his disposal. Clearing kick, looping kick. Gets a nice bounce for the Bears. Almost intercepted. They just can't keep possession. And Bice, he looks healthy, back on his feet. Up the far side of ground, do go the Rockets. Back to Stander. He's looked good with the ball at his feet. Terranova. Nice kick off the right from Terranova. Takes the back of the head of the Bears player. The flag stays down. The ball was kept in. No. The official, upon a second glance, says the ball did trickle over the goal line. And another Bears goal kick. So 10 minutes gone in our first half. Nothing separates the two. But you'd say the pendulum certainly swinging the way of the Castle Hill side. But the Bears have had their chances. And that's all you need in this beautiful game of football is one chance, one opportunity. And the Bears may have a few more of those as Castle Hill keep the possession percentage in their favour. Terranova. Across the face of goal. To the right back. In Van Gestel. Beautiful pass. Jete turns it over though. Speaking of those chances, Bears, they've got one here. Not the best pass though. Good interception by Van Gestel. But the speed of Jete, look at the size of him too. A tall lump of a lad. Big contact. Whistle stays out of the mouth of the official. Good pass. Keeper comes out. Misses. Cleared away on the goal line. The keeper charged, but didn't give it his all. If you're going to leave your area, you need to lunge. You need to try and leap a little bit more aggressively than that. And the Bears keeper, just trying to find his name. I don't have his name in my team sheet, but he came out, one would say, at a 75% pace. And he was one-on-one with Jete. And if it wasn't for the left back in Ryan McGuckin, it'd be 1-0 Rockets. As Bice centres the ball. A good clearance away again by McGuckin. And he's kept his side in this one. Number 8, Ryan McGuckin. Make a note of that number. Instrumental thus far in keeping the clean sheet for the Bears. Wiley. Can't control it. It's Danish Sand. McGuckin. Clean throw in. Tucker. Bears trying to get the possession number up. Just as I say it, another turnover. The Rockets just priding themselves with possession that little bit greater. As now, Terranova. Zande. Jate. Gets past one. Off the right, in the area. Not a great effort. That is. Good save by the keeper. Firm, stiff hands. And another defensive display as Casanati, the keeper from the Rockets. Lovely disposal, lovely kick away. Wiley. Danasan, good slide tackle again. McGuckin. Hasn't he been good? The ball might still be in, though. He's picked it up. And the sideline official said the ball wasn't out, but it was still picked up. So the Bears will get the ball. Lucky not to be a free kick on that occasion. McGuckin. Zande. Very tall frame. They'll try and get a few corners into that head of his. Now, another attacking chance. Bice off his right. McGuckin there again. Jate has a shot. Better to save it. Better to get a touch than not. And again, the goalkeeper from the Bears. 3 or 4 touches in as many minutes. And he's keeping the team in orange well and truly in this contest. He's got a clean sheet, but it begs the question, for how long? Certainly been busy. One goal end in shade, the other goal end in glistening sun. Or that player theme as the sun starts to descend on this Saturday afternoon. 18th of July and round 18. The better of the two sides, well and truly looking to be the Rockets. But the Bears have had a few minor chances, we'll call them, as the Rockets well and truly looking the better of the two. There's a late hit on Jate. Momodou Jate. But he's back on his feet. Must be at least 6'3" or 6'4". He looks to be okay. Terranova. Good control by Wiley. It's hard to get past McGuckin. And his brother on that occasion. The other McGuckin, Jared and Ryan. This is Ryan. Lovely pass. Good footballers, the McGuckins. Been brilliant at the back, they have. Intercepted by Stander. Speaking of good footballers. But a good clearance away from Joshy Tucker. And the score remains 0-0, 15 gone in our first half. And McGuckin. Nice clearance down here on the commentary side of ground. And Terranova with a patient pass. Trying to keep Casanati a little bit warm. It is a crisp afternoon. 16 degrees, the mercury is telling us. As the Rockets through Terranova. Familiar sight, familiar half, as it's a lovely cross. Oh, off the chest. Great goal. Unbelievable solo effort. And the official says it's clean. A hint of a handball, but it was nothing but chest. And Momodou Jate scores a great goal. He's been busy up the front for the Rockets. And as good as the goal score was in Jate, it was the cross from Terranova, who gives a thumbs up to his midfielder and says, "You can buy me a beer later." Great cross in the area. And Momodou Jate. I hope I'm giving the name what it deserves, because the football deserves plenty. He was scintillating on that occasion, and he's trying to get the ball back straight away. And a wonderful goal to the number 6 from the Rockets, who take an early lead. And I must say, it's been coming. The opportunities have started to present themselves from the Rockets. So how will the Bears respond? And the Bears, not the best pass. Keeper comes out again. Better on that occasion. And it was Tanaka Zande who almost spoiled the party and scored 2 in as many minutes. But not to be. 1-0. McGurk, almost. Patient football by Danasand. Stander. Good pass. Finds the 6, finds Jater. It's a good through ball. Wiley. But again, it's going to be tough to get past McGuckin. And I must say, those two gentlemen, Jared and Ryan, I hope they've had their Gatorade and their hydrolytes, because they'll be pretty fatigued come the 80th and 90th minute. And cleared away by Jared McGuckin. And the last touch came off the Rockets. So it will be a Bears throw in. 1-0. 16 and a half gone here in our first half. Wonderful goal from Mamadou Jater. An individual brilliance. Chested the ball to himself, controlled it perfectly. Navigated his way past the keeper. And what a great goal to the number 6 in the midfield for the Castle Hill team. And it was that man just on your screens then, Francesco Terranova, with a wonderful cross. You don't often see crosses down the centre of the field. He's just kicked another one, and it's almost pinpoint. What a footballer Terranova is. He's got his compass well and truly on today. It's Danashand. Finds Stander. Danashand again. Gets past one, and McGuckin. Nice pass to Wiley. And across there from number 94, don't have his name, but another chance. Jater. And his teammate off the right, cleared away by McGuckin though. And again, the goal line defence of Jared and Ryan McGuckin is unbelievable. It should be 2 or 3-0 at least. But just the one. It's Castle Hill. They can smell blood in the water. They are absolutely coming for another goal. And we spoke about the height of the number 99 and the number 9. Or sorry, should I say the number 99 and the number 6 from Castle Hill. And who better to take the cross than Terranova? Because thus far they've been pinpoint. Terranova. I'd imagine this will be nothing other than perfection. Off his right. Looping cross, bit deep. Takes the head. Van Gestel's there. Loose foot. Cleared away by the Bears. And good work by McGuckin. And it's a goal kick. Just trying to find out who jersey number 94 is for the Castle Hill side. Don't have him in my team sheet, but we'll get his name momentarily. And patient football is well and truly needed by Winston Hills. As Jater gets up, takes the head. Wilma Larane in jersey 23 for the Winston Hills Bears. But now again, Castle Hill go on the attack. Bice. Wyatt. And the last touch was off a bear. So a throw in now. And the sun well and truly in the eyes. We spoke about the shade at one end and the sun's out well and truly at the other. Skims the back of the head of Jaytan. Terranova can't take in that occasion. Counter-attack chance for the Bears if they can get the ball. McGuckin's going to get it. Does he have the speed? He does. But no one's really with him. Still with McGuckin, but he needs a few other orange jerseys there. It's a solo effort thus far. And all his brothers there. The other McGuckin. Big contact. I think it might have been Wiley and Jared McGuckin. A rugby union-like contact there. And the effort's certainly on display from the Twins. I'm going to call them that because they look absolutely identical. If it wasn't for the numbers, I couldn't tell them apart. It's Terranova. Has an open man. Decides to patiently find the centre of the park. Stander, good ball. Chance now for Zande. Tries to get a clean ball in, does. Danishand across the face, cleared away. Good clearance again by the Bears. Off the right. Zande. And now, this is what they need, the Bears. Clear space. Nice pass, 50-50. Well done by the keeper. Casanidi had the right idea. And McGuckin. And it's a one bounce over the sideline affair. And it will be a Danishand throw in. Terranova. I think it might be Robbie Polostina, I think. In jersey 94. Known him for 25 years. Good to see you still playing, Robbie. As the flag stays down, no it doesn't. I was going to say it was a segue for an OPSM joke, but the sideline official was well and truly on the mark. And within the blink of an eye, the flag was raised. And it was a well and truly an offside play from Tanaka Zande. Can the Bears try and just possess the ball just for those extra 2 or 3 passes? They're only getting for 5, maybe 6 passes at most, and they're turning it over through an error or some very good pressure-like defence from the Rockets. Another example on your screens right there. McGuckin needs to press, but it's hard when you have a classy footballer like Terranova. Lovely pass. Fine stander. Coming out Zande. Great slide tackle. Bremner it was. Wiley. Still with Wiley, but again, good defence by McGuckin. It was Jared on that occasion. And I think it's a throw in. I don't think it trickled over the goal line. In fact, I think it did. And guess who's going to take the corner kick? You don't see fullbacks running more than 3 or 4 Ks in a game, but I think Terranova might just with corner kicks. There's no one else on this field who you'd prefer to take your corner kick than the number 21 from Castle Hill. Lovely kick. It's in the right area. Just gone past. Almost thought it was in the back of the net. Very close on that occasion. And from one side to the other, we spoke about kilometres. He'll get plenty of them up because he's going to go from one side of the field to the other. And another goal kick to Terranova. Head, keeper. Goal! It was a bit of a deflection. And again, a lovely cross from Terranova. His corner kicks are absolutely precise. Right in the middle, almost right on the penalty spot. And it took the head of the number 38 from the Winston Hills side and Joshy Tucker. But then it fell at the foot of a Castle Hills striker. And I think the goal may be awarded to Tanaka Zande. It was either him or Benny Stander. Not too sure. We'll try and get the name for you, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, another goal assist to guess who? Number 21 in Terranova. As Winston Hills find themselves down 2-0 inside 25 minutes. And it's concerning. It's a concerning sight if you support the team in orange. So we don't often see this sight. A corner kick to Winston Hills. There's a little bollard in the way. And the sun is in his eyes as well. It's off the right. It's a lovely corner kick. But it misses everyone. And guess who's at the back? McGuckin. Ryan. Not the best. Found the chest of Zande. In fact, it was Jate. Because this is Zande on screen here. Off his right. And the Bears, they're down by 2, but the enthusiasm hasn't dropped off. McGuckin screaming for it. It's a nice pass, finds his feet. Crossed in the area, but great work by Terranova. Oh, big contact. And a bit of frustration there from Hawley. He's been quite good, Dommy Hornley. We haven't called his name all that much, Dominic Horley, but the enthusiasm and the effort's certainly been there. The number 32 from the Winston Hills Bears, but maybe a little bit too aggressive on that occasion, and the official still having a bit of a word to him. And Dom just said, give us one, sir. We trail by 2. Terranova. Van Gestel. Lovely 1-2. Bice goes down. Back on his feet and with the ball. Palestina. Danasand. No, oh, big contact on Danasand. And he ran into an absolute brick wall in Jonathan Hatton, who has dropped a shoulder. I must say that would have hurt. It looked like face on shoulder, and maybe just the wind knocked out of him. And the officials pulling out a yellow card. And he's not happy, Jonathan Hatton. I must say he's a large frame. He's a big boy. And a bit of frustration between the two sides. Good to see that Winston Hills are going nowhere. The enthusiasm, it's certainly there. The execution, not so much. Can Winston Hills just win these one-on-one efforts? At the moment, they're losing the battle up front. Gets one-on-one with the keeper again. Saves it, not cleanly though. And it's cleared away for another corner kick. In Winston Hills, they are in this by the barest of margins. We mentioned the effort, but efforts don't win your premierships. Execution does. Corner kick, a quick one there. Terranova. Off the left, lovely cross, but a bit too much. And Van Gestel couldn't keep it in the field of play. And it'll come back for a goal kick. So a little bit of feeling. There's still some discussions just in the bottom of your screens there. Jonathan Hatton just having a discussion with the referee, saying, I'm not invisible. I can't get out of the player's way. But nonetheless, the first booking for the afternoon, Jonathan Hatton, the jersey 89 from the Winston Hills side. And maybe that's the kick in the right direction that Winston Hills needed. But nonetheless, they still don't have the ball in their possession. Better from them. Lovely from Hatton. But Van Gestel's been good at the right back role. Terranova. Crossed by Terranova. Jate gets past one. Past another. Off the left. Dunderson keep it down. He's done well. Gets past one. Ball still in play. Off the left. No, the flag's up. I thought it may have gone close. It's hard to see. We mentioned at the start of the call, it's actually quite thick, this grass. Considering it is winter, it's an odd sight, but nonetheless, it's why we have the best sideline officials in the country here in the Hills Football League, and getting it right once again, as we have come to expect. Goal kick. Big contact again. But now McGuckin trying to use his speed. He's covered plenty of mileage this morning. Play on. McGuckin still has it. Tander trying to dislodge the ball. Good battle between the two. And the ball rolls over. So Ryan McGuckin will look to try and find his twin. Not a bad pass. Hawley can't keep the ball. Jate off his left. Classy pass. Wyatt. And good defence. Lukey Bremner. Important clearance. I want to stay at the 2. Only 14 minutes remain here in our first half. But again, the Rockets, they want more than 2. And quite frankly, they deserve them as well. Looping kick. Dunasand off his left. Chance. Play on. Keeper gets a touch. But so does the 99. So does Zand. And it's another goal to the Rockets. And the keeper's done his best all afternoon. He's had plenty of touches, too many if you're a keeper. And he just couldn't take it cleanly. And when you give the striker like Tanaka Zander an opportunity on that occasion, he gets his right boot to it, gets the toes, and kicks it into the back of the net. Almost knocked the net over, in fact. But it's another goal to the Castle Hill Rockets. And 3-0 with just on 11 remaining in our first half. And Winston Hills, it's a monumental hill to climb now. And now another turnover. Zande gets past the keeper, has a kick, just misses. How do you shut him down? Tanaka Zande. He has been sensational. I must say, all 11 men on the park have been brilliant for the Castle Hill Rockets football side. As a player from the Bears is down on his backside. Maybe a cramp. A bit early for a cramp inside the first half an hour, but to be honest, could be a bit of a tactical ploy. At the moment, the momentum is well and truly with Castle Hill. I'm not sure how they will respond. And a very, very tough challenge from the Winston Hills men. It's not impossible, but it's a monumental hill to ascend up. And the Rockets, well, they're halfway to Mars. They're flying. Bice. Van Gestel. Terranova, great touch. Off his right. Danasand. One-on-one with the keeper again, possibly. And the flag went up. The barest of margins on that occasion. But good effort at the back from Winston Hills. It's almost a 2 or 3-on-1 effort that's required to try and stop Tanaka Zande, the number 99 from the Castle Hill Rockets. Love to know how many goals he scored this season, because I think he'll get a few more this afternoon. Winston Hills. McGuckin. Finds Ryan McGuckin. Seaman. Hatton. Off the right. Hatton's there. Terranova is 2. Chance, one of the first of the afternoon for the Bears. Good defence by Van Gestel. And all around the park. It's a Spanish-like performance. From the front to the midfield. And their defenders too. Rockets really highlighting why they're easily the best side in this competition. As Polostina clears it away. Zande! And that could be a colourful card. That was really bad. Seaman got his head to it. And a bit of banter between both sides, but Zande got about 1.5 meters off the ground. I'm surprised the official hasn't brought out a card. In the FIFA World Cup, that would have been a red one. Just a foul, so just the one booking this afternoon. And I'd be pretty disappointed if I was a Bear there. Putting your foot that high in the air, it's above head height, let alone at head height. But nonetheless, just the foul, no bookings. Dominic Hawley needs a clearance, needs a nice cross. It's classy, but so's the clearance. Dangerous pass. Good defense again. Castle Hill going the attack. Dennis Fund. Zande. Lovely kick over the top by Stander. Zande kicks it literally into the lap of the keeper. And the goalkeeper from Winston Hills will have absolute nightmares about the jersey number 99 this afternoon. He has been brilliant. And Wiley. Stander. Counter-attacking chance. Classy football. Dunasan. Stander. Polostina. Throw in. Stand up. And Zande. Still. 3's not enough for him. Jata, been a bit quiet in the last few minutes. Maybe it's a time for goal for him. It's a nice cross. Not the biggest of clearances. Stander. Has a shot. Well and truly waved away. And that right on your screens there is why they're at the top of the ladder. A kick across the face. And it was Mitchell Wyatt sprinting to try and get the ball back. 3 goals is never enough for this side. It's almost the boxing story, throwing the white towel sometimes when you're playing against Castle Hill. The energy, the enthusiasm, but just a downright want for more goals. It's almost bullying at times. But it's what happens when you're undefeated. Which is exactly where they sit on the ladder. And Zande. Lovely cross. Might be Wiley here. Jata's screaming for it. Tries to get it, but it's well defended away. And it will be a throw in from Castle Hill to Tander. And it's headed away by Wimilarane. Number 23 from Winston Hills. And guess who? Francesco Teravano with the corner kick. And not the sight you want to see. Lovely cross again. The keeper does a great job. Gets a fist to it. We spoke about nightmares. He'll have plenty for the rest of the week. They've been brilliant and they've been relentless. Castle Hill. 5 minutes remains here in our first half. Terranova again. It's perfect. It's almost in the net. And another touch. If it was AFL, he'd have 100 disposals, this goalkeeper. He's had more touches than you can count. He might need to see a hand therapist come Monday morning. Very busy boy. I promise I'll get you his name at the halftime break. Although I'm not sure it's a shed I want to go into, the Winston Hills one at the break, but I'll do it for the faithful listening. As Winston Hills go on the attack. Geez, I'd like one before the break. Not one shot on target, but they've had a few attempts. Palestina, Olawa student, Oak Hill College student, and he's been a absolute stalwart of Castle Hill for the last better part of probably 2 decades, in fact. Played for Olawa many years ago. A fantastic footballer, and he's there on your screens, but it's McGuckin trying to get the ball back. The flag stays down. McGuckin cleared away by Terranova. Jata trying to get the ball back, but he can't. Noble. Bremner. Lovely 1-2 there. Good defence, and the ball did go over the sideline. And yes, the flag says it did. And it'll come back for a throw in to the Rockets with only 3 minutes remaining in our first half. We mentioned the chances of, I guess they've been there slightly for the Bears. But what a football team this Rockets outfit is. It will take a monumental effort to beat them this season, let alone today. Terranova. Danasand. Oh, and he's caught plenty today. He preempts the yellow, I must say, Danasand, but nonetheless, he'll need a few ice packs this afternoon. Van Gestel. Palestina. Another attacking opportunity. Just as I say the words, they've turned the ball over. Had a shot, but from a mile out, it's never going to trouble the keeper. And it didn't. With just a minute remaining here in our first half. Stander off his left. Trying to keep the ball in will be Wiley. Does. So there's a lace undone for him. Wiley off his right. Good defence, great work. Counter-attacking chance. Van Gestel pestered. Trying to get the ball back is Wimilarane. And Hatton, he's up there too. They've got to press. Now's the chance for a late-minute goal. Van Gestel. But the pressure's just stopped. The intent lifts. And it's almost as soon as they start to press, they just back off straight away, and now they open another clear path for Danishsand. Off his left, but nice clearance once again by the Bears. Terranova. Off his right. Takes the head. Might be Gleeson. Off the right. Zande. Still with Zande. Polestina. Not a bad pass, but Zande had to stretch. And it's a nice little reach there from Hatton. But turned over just when they got the ball and they had a hint of an opportunity. Seaman, good clearance. And that brings an end to our first half, ladies and gentlemen. And what a great half it was. But the tail of the tape thus far, there's two sides in orange, but there's only one in blue. And it's the Castle Hill Rockets, 3. Far too strong at the moment for the Winston Hills Bears. But don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. There's 3 goals to 0. There's plenty of action. Come your way on the other side of this. Try and go get some names of keepers and stuff.
Yeah, you're all good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half of this round 18 fixture between the Bears and the Rockets, and we spoke about at half time the monumental hill the Bears need to climb, and the Rockets have been fantastic in the first half, well and truly the best of these two sides, and it's why they lead 3-0. Football can be a funny game at times. And let's see if the Bears can try and swing the pendulum that little bit as they go on the early attack. But it's hard when Stander is so nippy, so quick. And there he is again, going on the attack. It's a lovely pass. Keeper comes out, and Jones does well on that occasion. Not a great kick. Chance off the left. Not his best from Jater. Tried to get a second, but just the one so far from the striker. But if they keep turning the ball over like that, I think you'll get a few more. But good defence by the Bears. And it should be a goal kicker. And no, in fact, it's a corner kick. And an early chance to add to their already quite large tally in 3 for the Rockets. And of course, none other than Terranova will cross it in for the Castle Hill side. Terranova. Off the right. Again, a lovely corner. Takes the head. Takes the head of Jater. But Jones took it cleanly on that occasion. I think it'll be the last touch he'll have this afternoon. Oh, and right into the solar plex of Polystina. He's tough, old Rob. He'll shake that one off and be better for the run. Noble to Hatton. The best of his headers. And now back on the attack goes Ethan Bice and the Rockets. Wyatt gets past one. Lovely work. Tries to get past a second, but well done by Dominic Cornley. And Terranova, I'd say it'd be close to probably 6 or 7 corners for him. And you'd probably say every single one's been absolutely spot on. Terranova, I'd imagine this will be spot on once again. Off his right, looping kick, headed away by McGuckin. Van Gestel couldn't get a boot to it. And back on the attack go the Castle Hill side, but Terranova just couldn't get the ball back in his possession on that occasion. Winston Hills, as I said, they've had limited opportunity and little chances. The possession hasn't swung as heavily as you'd think the way the Rockets. Oh! And we'll call that a Falcon. Number 44 in Danish has copped plenty today as Stander plays allowed to go on. And it'll come back for a foul kick. And there didn't look to be much in it. But he's gone down as, I'm trying to think, I think it might be Jater. He's not happy. He copped the left boot off the 32, and I've got 32 on my paper as Hawley. And Jater's not happy. He's being helped up by his own teammate and doesn't want to take the hand of Hawley's. Didn't look to be heaps in it, but he went down and he screamed. Try and listen in to see what they're saying. The referee, I think, saying no foul, play on. So Jones will get a drop ball and take the ball back in his possession. So maybe a bit more theatrics than pain from Momodou Jater. Bears have a shot, but again, every time they get the slightest of chances, there's almost half a dozen jerseys in his way, and unfortunately they're the blue ones. Great defence again by Van Gestel at the back there for Castle Hill, and Terranova and Van Gestel. We spoke about the likes of Spain across the park for Castle Hill. They are a fantastic team. As a second corner, lovely kick, takes the head of Jater. And it's cleared away. Need to control the ball. Lovely work there. Tucker. Off his right. But Wyatt now has the ball back. Palestina. Terranova. Beats one. The most injured player on the field. Now it's Wiley. Gets past one, gets past two, past another. Off his left, but good defence by the McGuckin twins. 32 we've got as Hawley, but last touch off Terranova. He's been good there in the midfield role for the Winston Hill side. 3-0 is probably about the right number. I fear that it could get a little bit more, but Winston Hills, they're still pressing, and their enthusiasm is yet to be curbed. Guckin twins is down his haunches. The ref allowed play on, but surprising on that occasion. It was a pretty nasty knock. There's now Stander. Back to Van Gestel. Not the best touch of the afternoon from Bice. Cody Steele. Steele trying to get the ball back off Bice. Classy footballers of the team from Castle Hill. The head of 53. Don't have that name either. Must have changed jerseys at kick-off. Off the right from Terranova, and pinpoint, no. A little bit too much juice on that one. Gets past one, grabbed, but the referee says it's okay. Pass to Van Gestel. Terranova. Off the left. Zander. Keeper comes out. Jones does well. Cleared away by Jones. Not happy. Wanted it a bit closer, but not sure he can be that perfect, because at the moment they're just being outplayed. As Stander tries to get past the defender, but he can't. Really good work there from Seaman. And Danasund, at the moment, very classy for the Castle Hill side. Wyatt might have a shot himself. Gets the pass. But it's over the crossbar from Wiley. But the chances are still coming from Castle Hill. And the Bears, I feel if they can just put one in the back of the net, it may change the momentum of the game. But the problem is I don't think they've troubled the keeper. Maybe once. Casanidi. His cap's come off, and no wonder why. It's quite nippy out there, and they've swapped ends, so he's in the shade. It's Jones. Clears it away. Nice cross, but well done again by Van Gestel. Wyatt can't get the ball in, and the Southern official agrees. Tapped. Hatton. Van Gestel's down there again. Terranova. And here they go. Jata. And Jata off the left. But it takes the back of one of the Bears defenders. There's Jonathan Hatton. He's not happy, but as I've heard a few fans behind me, his efforts certainly haven't been perfect by any length of the straight. The effort's been there, but the execution for this football side is certainly something they need to go and discuss. Mind you, they're just playing a better team, quite simply. Castle Hill, all 11 players, including this man on your screens here, and Terranova. Watch this cross. Precision again. They all go up. Cleared away though. Counter-attacking chance for the Bears. But again, another turnover. The score remains. 10 minutes gone in our second half. As Hawley tries to kick the ball in but can't. But the last touch was off a rocket. And McGuckin will look to inbound. And the flag goes up. And that was the best chance of their afternoon coming. The flag did go up. And the keeper and Jones from Winston Hills, you're not happy about something. Maybe the amount of time it took for the sideline official to raise his flag, but it's tough to press on a sideline official. He was only doing his job, and on that occasion did it correctly. And the Rockets. Terranova. Zande. Very quick. Trips over the ball. And Hawley kicks the ball straight back to Terranova though. Jata off his left. Oh, big contact. Stander coming through. But Winston Hills go on the attack, but no, chested away by Jata. And it'll be Ethan Bice. Terranova. Danish Fund. Slipped over, did Terranova. The first mistake of the afternoon for him. Probably a man of the match performance, you'd think. Mind you, there's been some very good footballers. Polestina and, of course, Jata and Zande. And this man too, Van Gestel. Opportunity. First of the afternoon. Can they have a clear shot? They can't. Again, Van Gestel. What a defensive display from him. Getting his body in the way of the ball when the last kick is on its way. And from front to back, and of course in the midfield, the team in blue have been by far the better of the two sides. If the Bears can just sneak one in, it may rattle the cages. Inbound. Play on, says the referee. Jata off his right. Zande, he's quick. He's got a few teammates in the area. Tries to get past one. Passes to Jata. Passes back. One-on-one with the keeper. Great save from Jones. Stander across the face. And a great team display there. Many an opportunity where they could have tried to put it in the back of the net on their own accord. But very patient football. That was lovely team display. Zander to Jater. Found White. White couldn't get in the back of the net. Great keeping by Jones. And then Stander came steaming across. And just went across the face of goal. A Stander. Still with Stander. Goes down in the area. And it was an effort that had to be made. But again, the E word of execution just not working on that occasion. And now, chance for the Rockets to turn 3 into 4. And the number 17 from the Winston Hills Bears, we have down as Lukey Bremner. He's tried hard all afternoon, but the onslaught has been endless. It's been vicious, it's been consistent. And they've just been far too good this afternoon. Mamadou Jater looking for his second. Can they turn 3 into 4? And they can. And it's a classy penalty. He made Jones go one way with his eyes, but his boot went the other, and as did the ball. 3 becomes 4, and the Rockets lead 4-0. And it's a second goal to the number 6 in Mamadou Jater. And hasn't he been good up front from the Castle Hill Rockets team? 4 goals to Castle Hill Rockets. Jater with 2, Zander with 1, and I think it may have been Stander with the other. There's still 35 to go in our second half, and I don't know if it'll end as 4 goals. And maybe a handball call against Jonathan Hatton. It's a looping pass. Zander. Still with Jater. It's gone down again. And another whistle. And the referee, he may have to start throwing out some bookings, because there's been a few loose balls and a few loose feet. And now Jater, the goal scorer. Surprised Terranova's not taking the crossing kick, but maybe he wants a goal himself because he's in the area himself. Off the left. Takes the back of the head of one of the Winston Hills defenders. And it's kicked out for a throw in. And the Bears will get the ball back in their possession. We don't often see penalties called in the Men's Super League. But when the forwards are pressing all day, as they've done from Castle Hill, there's going to be bound to be a few loose feet. And on that occasion, it was a foul against the Bears and a penalty scored by Mamadou Jater. It's Terranova. He'll only sleep tonight. As will Van Gestel. Bice. Gavros. First we've called his name this afternoon. Still with Van Gestel. Lovely pass. Finds Wyatt. Good defence by the Bears. Jate. Off his left. It's a beautiful pass. This side wouldn't look out of place in the NPL. Danisand. Touched. Almost in the net. Almost a hat-trick. Almost another goal for Zande. But the last touch was off a Bear. And Jones, he's been kept busy. I know he's let in 4, but to be honest, it probably could be at least 5 or 6. He's been good, Jones. He hasn't made a whole lot of errors. Maybe just the one touch where it was a loose carry which copped the foot of Zande. But now, Terranova. Can they turn 4 into 5? The cross is great. And Hatton clears it away. And Bice. Wyatt, great touch. Wiley. Off the right, lovely cross. Probably didn't need to contest the ball if he took a step back there. Wyatt, he may have had his name on the score sheet. And it's a clearing cross. And it will be a throw in to Bice. Finds Jate now with Van Gestel. Going on the attack. Good challenge there by the McGuckins. I must say they've been a bit quiet here in the second half. Maybe a good thing, have a bit more energy. I'd love to see them up the other end of the park in the attacking positions, but clearly not their roles. They're very quick and very good with the ball at their feet. But again, they've helped Jones and prevented this game from being at least a 6 or 7 goal margin. So the score remains 4-0. 15 gone in the second term, or second half, I should say. Jate, classy from him. Good effort from Bice. Bice off the right, no one's there, no one's home. White. Jate across to Gavros. Still with Gavros, who's caught one in the back of the ankle, but the referee says play on. Danis Vand. Good defence by Winston Hills. As the referees come back for a quick discussion. Didn't like something. I'd imagine it was the challenge on Gavros. Terranova. Strander. Good defence by McGurk. Jarrett on that occasion. But Strander still with the ball. Great battle. Strander and McGurk. Jate Looking for a third. Bice. Jata. Through to Zande. Bice. Zande. One-on-one with the keeper. Can't get his boot to it. Good work from Jones. If he stayed in his line, even just for an extra half a second, it could have been a goal to Zande and a goal and a fifth to the Rockets. Good keeping and good defence once again by the Bears. The pressure is continuing as Tucker has a shot. The first real challenge of the afternoon from Casanidi, but it was quite lacklustre. But nonetheless, a shot on target stat to add to their very low tally. Van Gestel. Bice. Great work. Cody Steele. Noble. Lovely cross. Off the left. Casanidi's there. And over the sideline is the referees or the managers calls for a few substitutions. Looks like Polistina's coming back on the field. And Gavros, who probably hasn't really shaken off the ankle knock he copped a few moments ago. Let's hope Gavros, it's only a minor scratch and maybe a contusion at the very most. But nonetheless, he's had to make himself, or make his way over to the Rockets bench. There's Jata. Van Gestel. Jata goes down. And White wasn't happy about that. As Polistina goes on the attack. Danishand slipped over the ball. He's tried a bit of a trick and he's tumbled over the ball as Aiden Danishand. A for effort. And now going on the attack once again. And Wyatt. He's been very good out here in the right wing. Off his left. Zande may get ahead to it. But again, Jones, he's only conceded one in the second half. And I had to get his name at the halftime break because I had a feeling I was going to call it a few times, and I have. But he's been quite good at the back. He's really attacked at the right times and really left his goal line when he's needed to. And he's only let in one goal in the second half. And, of course, it was a penalty, which 9 times out of 10, you're letting those through in the Men's Super League competition. Zande. Healed. Lovely pass. What a pass to Danishand. But great defence by the Bears. And maybe he was more shocked than anything was Danishand. Has a beautiful heel. And I must say, Jata and, of course, Tanaka Zande. I'm surprised they're not playing in the National Premier League because, to be honest, they're probably too classy for Men's Super League. They're amazing footballers. The way they glide around the park. And a handball that's let go. Wiley. Lovely kick across. The flag stays down. Chance. Let it go on, sir. Does it go in the net at least? It does. It's the first time they've got the ball in the net, but of course, the sideline official's flag is raised. So something to smile about for the Winston Hills faithful. The score remains 4-0. The Rockets lead is Palestina. Van Gestel. One of the few touches for Casanidi. Strander, been very good. Very hard for the 3-2-1 from the Rockets. I'll have to ask around the grounds to see what the votes are looking like, but Terranova, he'd be getting a few of my points. Not sure if he's getting the 3, but he's getting a point or 2. Lovely pass there. Just couldn't hang on to the ball, could Wiley. Can the Bears turn this chance into points? They can't. Casanidi. Wiley. In fact, it's Wyatt. Trying to find Bice. Flag stays down. Good defence, but Bice still with the ball. Finds Wyatt. Handball. Flag stays down. Zander. Good defence again by the Bears. Wyatt off his left. Almost a handball there. And the Bears just trying to get the ball back. They just can't do it. Incredible attack from the Castle Hill Rockets. Yes, I think on the left of your screens there, you'll see Benny Stander making his way off the field. He's got a nasty cramp. And I think Gavros, yeah, it will be. It'll be Thomas Gavros who'll be back on the pitch. And he's clearly shaken off that earlier ankle contusion. And it's a nice clearing kick. In fact, it's jersey 28, which I don't have on my team sheet, so I can see a surname at the top of the number. If they get close enough, we'll have a look as the Bears go on the attack. Bringing it out of their own end. An all too familiar sight this afternoon. Costly turnovers and too many mistakes have been the theme for them. Another example. Chance. One-on-one with the keeper, but again Van Gestel. Incredible defence. Terranova. This is not a sight you want to see. Jate. He's got Wyatt screaming for it. He finds him off the left. Jate probably didn't need the touch. Could have had a shot. Goes down. Ref says play on. Counter-attacking chance. Lovely pass. The flag should stay down. Can the ball stay in play? It can't. And Jate, just off your screens, he's smiling to himself. He thought he may have had a chance for a hat-trick. He went down in the area. You don't often see 2 penalties in one game, and I must say with the scoreboard 4-0, it'd be pretty unlucky to have another penalty go the way of Castle Hill and against, of course, the Bears. So I think the officials done the right thing on that occasion. Zander hasn't had a break. Been going all game. Here they go. Jate. Bice. Finds Wyatt. Jate. I think it might be Carnivale, who's the Rockets player, but don't have him on my team sheet. So we'll play on with 28 as Carnivale as Palestina. Not happy with his pass. Triangle on FIFA, the through ball, but on that occasion, just didn't hit the mark. It's Terranova. Can we see the Bears get one late goal? Still pestering is Tucker. McGuckin. If anyone deserves a goal, it's him. Takes a deflection. Terranova clears it away, and as does Carnivale. Chested. And now counter-attacking chance once again. Zande. Wyatt. Zande. Shouldered off the ball. Keeper's got to have a foul there. And that's almost a red card, but I'm surprised the first challenge wasn't a foul against Zande. He knocked the keeper over. And I'm surprised the first challenge wasn't a foul against Jones. And to be honest, Jones, he didn't really have a choice, did he? It was either take out his boots or try and save a pen. And I must count Jones unlucky. He hasn't deserved to concede 5, especially on that occasion. I think the referee might have got one wrong there. Zande dropped the shoulder on the keeper, and as we know, that should have been a foul, but nonetheless, it's not the call. Zande looks for his second, gets it. Gets his second, and it's 5 goals for the Castle Hill Rockets. And it's not the first time they've scored 5 in a game in season 2026. And these two strikers, Zande and Jater, 4 between them, and then little old Benny Stander with a 5th. But this team, Castle Hill, they are a force to be reckoned with, and I'm excited to see how season 2026 continues to unfold for the Rockets. Yet to taste defeat. Into the final 10 minutes of our fixture. The Bears, deserved goal scorers. They deserve one. We joked, they got it in the back of the net. Of course, the flag was up. And Zande looking for a hat-trick. Look at the pace. Off his right. Great save by Jones. The head, or should I say the shoulder of Wiley. In fact, it's Mitchie Wyatt. And the heads are down for the Bears. But the Rockets, like where Rockets travel, their heads are sky high. And with 6 on the board, why wouldn't you be happy? And the men from Castle Hill proving why they are looking for another minor premiership. And possibly in 2 months' time, another premiership to add to the long tally. And Castle Hill Rockets have continued to show for years and years why they're one of the best clubs in Sydney and arguably the state of New South Wales. 6 goals to nil, and a deserved goal to Mitchie Watt. He's been brilliant, has Wyatt. He's been busy on the right wing here in the second half. Certainly been pestering in the middle. And he almost scored one about 5 or 10 minutes ago. He's got himself a goal assist as well, but now he's earned himself a goal. 6-0. Probably not the goal line or the score line that the Bears deserved. They've been better than 6. Now, Terranova. He probably deserves one himself. It's a lovely pass to Wyatt, but on this stage the defenders are there. Jones. Hernandez. Wyatt, classy footballer. And just recently a goal scorer. Terranova. Now Jater. Bice. Wyatt back to Bice. Jater. Terranova. Terranova deserves one. Off his right. Oof. across the face. Deserves one. He saved about 10, so he deserved one himself, but the angle just a little off. And they are continuing to come. Castle Hill. Zande still cleared away by McGuckin. He's really had no answers. I must say, Jared and Ryan have been brilliant for the Bears. Albeit conceding 6 goals, Jones has been half decent in the net. He's had dozens and dozens of touches. As again, McGuckin just continues to try and get the ball. And it's great work there. In fact, it might have been Seaman on that occasion. Wiley. Wyatt in the area, off his right, almost a hat-trick. Zande, hands on his heads. He wants a third. And almost an own goal too, but cleared away. Well, I think it may have been Zeman and Noble. And a corner kick. This time it'll be the first of the afternoon for Wyatt, the goal scorer. Finds Polostina. Back to Wyatt. It's an Argentinian move. And goal! We thought that Zande was going to get the hat-trick, but it's his partner in crime, Momaju Jater. 3 to the tally to Jater, and 7. Count them, 7 for the Rockets. And the Bears, well, they're back to the drawing board Tuesday night at training, because they've been in the game at no stage throughout the contest. They've tried their best. The enthusiasm and energy's been there, but the execution really off. But nonetheless, they're playing against the best side by far in the competition, and they're proving it continuously as Zande wants his third. Some would say this is cruel. Going on the attack again. Good defence on that occasion by Hatton. Dislodges the ball. Can he find a bear? He can. Still with Winston Hills. And another intercept. Cleared away by Jones. As I said, for a guy that's let in 7, he's certainly tried hard. Still, Castle Hill consistently controlling the ball. They lead by 7 with 3 to go. And they want an 8th. Terranova off his right, too much though. And Jones will happily see that one roll over the goal line, which will come back for a goal kick. And Winston Hills, I guess you could say they'll be better off for the run. They certainly know how important it is to maintain possession, because they haven't had a whole lot of it. And good keeping by Casanidi. Casanidi to Terranova. Bit of theatrics there. He's watched too much World Cup football. And again, they go on the attack. Jater. This could be 8. Jater. Screaming for it, Zande. Deserves a hat-trick. One-on-one with the keeper. Jater can't get it all. Wyatt's there, though. Great save by Jones, but couldn't get it on the second attempt. And it's the number 8, Mitchell Wyatt, with his second. And a couple of Lilo and Stitch dance moves as well. But 8 goals. The floodgates have opened. 3-0 at the break, but 8. And I mentioned earlier the white towel. I'm not sure who's got it for Winston Hills. But at the moment, I'm hoping someone throws it shortly. I have seen Castle Hill put a few sides away to 10, but Winston Hills are a good side. They're not a side who should be losing by 10. But I must say, Winston Hills haven't really done a whole lot wrong. Castle Hill have just been incredible. The ball control and the consistent onslaught, they just have not stopped attacking this whole second half. It's been cruel, to be honest. And Wyatt, Terra Nova deserves one. And good idea, just kick the ball down the other end of the park as the time ticks into its 90th minute. The official looks at his watch, and I'm sure he won't want much more of this to continue, as this man in his screens might though, because he wants to try and get his teammate and Zande a third. Wyatt, he wants his third. Off the right, who's coming through? Terra Nova deserves one. Had the accuracy, just a little bit too much on it. And it'll come back for a goal kick. Chance. Bears, can they score one? They can. It's in the net, but the flag goes up. That is cruel. That is cruel. In the net for the second time, but the flag's gone up. Where's VAR? Where is it? I want to see the footage. I don't believe it. And Winston Hills, they deserved at least one. As there's more jersey pulls. Look at it. Unbelievable. And Zande. Oh, no. Don't let it get out of hand, boys. It's been a good match. And Jones is not happy. And that's just frustration from the Bears. They almost thought they had their first goal at the other end of the park. And to be honest, I don't think it deserved the reaction that Zande gave out. It was ridiculous what Seaman was doing, holding his jersey, but really, it didn't deserve that reaction. You're winning by 8. If there was a scoreboard here, you'd just point your index finger and say, have a look at that, sir. As Hatton calms things down, Captain John O'Hatton is just calming down Zande and said, you've beaten us by 8, you've got 2. What more do you want? And the officials are having a discussion. To be honest, they should just call this one off and let the boys go to the pub down the road. That's what this one deserves. 8-0. And if there's anything that needs to be said, have a chat with them come Monday morning. But nonetheless, they've got to do their due diligence. They've been taken out by a birdie. As the officials still continue their debate. And I agree, let the boys go to the sheds and shake hands, officials. Nothing you can't have a discussion about it full time, but I guess once the whistle is blown, you can't be giving out cards. And Hatton he's still having a chat to Zande and Jate. If I was them two, I'd say we've scored 5. I think the whole incident's got a yellow card. Or in fact, the keeper's been red carded. Jones has been red carded on that occasion. And he's got a few colours there. And a red card as well to Zande. So probably means a lot, to be honest. Oh, and in the back of ground, Jones is not happy. He's kicked over a bollard. I think he's broken it, in fact. And I'm worried what's going to happen here because Jones and Zande are about to have a chat. No, I'm glad. They've just shaken hands. Shades of Brookvale Oval. Adam Blair, Glenn Stewart, but no, a handshake. And that brings an end, ladies and gentlemen, to a pretty fantastic fixture, but unfortunately marred by an ugly incident at the end of the contest. Round 18 fixture here on Saturday, July 18th, as the players continue to have discussions. No, the final siren has not gone. The referee has a ball in his hand. I'm not sure what else will happen here, but nonetheless, and it's going to be a penalty. So, in fact, it's a free kick just out of the area. I thought if he's taken this long, it'll be in the area, but no. Can they make it 9? They can. They can make it 9. And adding insult to injury on that occasion. And at least Jones can say he didn't let in 8. He just let in, well, didn't let in 9, sorry. He just let in 8. But ladies and gentlemen, that brings an end to a pretty impressive performance from the Castle Hill Rockets. The final score is 9-0. And albeit the effort was there from the Winston Hills Bears, the theme of the afternoon for them was the execution didn't match the effort. But nonetheless, it's the Castle Hill Rockets who were absolutely superb, from the keeping position of Casanidi to the midfield, the defenders, the likes of Van Gestel, the likes of Terranova, and obviously up front, it was 5 goals between the two of J-Ter and Zande. And the final score is 9-0. Castle Hill Rockets too strong for the Winston Hills Bears. It's been a pleasure to have your company. I look forward to seeing you next week. And as for now, enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon.
Thank you. Yeah, far out.